And then let's start making the gate frame. So let's measure from here the distance between these sideboards down here and leave a little bit of clearance for the gate. And then we'll start sawing these. Let's make the frame this time out of these 48 by 48 timbers. So now we have the frame timbers sawn. Bottom rail and top rail, and the stiles will go between these. This is how the frame is starting to look little by little. And now if this was a really small frame, we could of course just use corner brackets and join these timbers together with corner brackets. But let's use a diagonal brace here, which will stiffen the frame structure, because there'll be quite a lot of weight once we put the boards on vertically mounted on at least one side of the frame. The plan is still a bit open, but let's do it so that we attach these slats to each other just with screws. So we'll make holes here with a drill so the wood doesn't split, and then we just drive these screws in. To make this joint even stronger, so it doesn't rely just on these screws, we'll also add some of this outdoor grade wood glue. This also prevents moisture from getting inside the wood structure. And let's start joining the pieces together. Now the screw is through. Let's back it out a bit. There. And then we take the matching piece and press the pieces firmly together. And drive the screw through. And let's take another screw. Keep holding the pieces tightly together and drill or drive the screw in. Now that we have the frame ready there, we should make sure that it's rectangular, meaning all corners are at a 90-degree angle. And the way we can verify that is by taking a diagonal measurement. So from this corner to that corner must be the same length as from that corner to this corner. And there are helpful calculators online, among other things. So when we know the length of this side and that side, and we enter them into the calculator, it gives us the diagonal measurement, which makes taking this diagonal measurement easier. When taking this diagonal measurement, an extra pair of hands is definitely helpful. But here we have, there it came loose again. Let's see if you can get it back in place alone. So indeed, this is the step. This is part of making this fence, where indeed, if the fence is even slightly big, an extra pair of hands would be nothing but helpful. So there we got a diagonal of 184. And here in the other corner it should then also match. So 184. And let's install a diagonal brace on this gate, and its job is to prevent the gate from sagging and warping over time, because without that diagonal brace the gate's own weight might strain the frame, causing especially the corner opposite the hinge side to slowly start sagging downwards. So this diagonal brace, it sort of transfers the load within this frame and keeps the gate straight and sturdy. Thanks to that, the gate will open and close better even after years of use. And if this is the hinge side and the gate latch goes here, then we install this diagonal brace like this. This slat isn't quite long enough. I need to get a longer one, but this is the principle. Now we have a long enough diagonal brace and the frame is the right way around. So here we have the hinge side is here and the latch side is that side. So the diagonal brace is installed like this. And then we cut it here along this timber like so. And here in the other corner like this, and then we cut it along this timber. Noin. And then let's see how this diagonal brace fits here. So this is the latch side, the gate latch side. And here go the hinges. Let's attach this diagonal brace so that one screw goes in from inside the frame and the other screw is driven from outside the frame into that diagonal brace. But let's make the holes first, pilot holes, so these timbers don't split when we drive the screws into them. And let's apply some glue again to both or the opposing joints of the pieces, so the joint will be a bit stronger. And then we can start screwing. Now there's glue in that corner, and this corner already has glue on it. So we can drive those screws in, meaning again press firmly the pieces together. Okay. The gate frame is now done, and at this stage you could paint it. The gate hinges would go right here, and let's leave a small gap there, so this gate isn't right against this support post, and then the hinge is attached somewhere around there. The top hinge and bottom hinge are in place, so next up would be installing the lock on the gate itself. So it could go right there, and then the latch here. So now the gate would be closed, and when you lift that lever there, the lock releases, the gate opens, and then when the gate closes, the lock latches automatically. If we come inside and from here pull towards ourselves this lock lever, the gate lock releases and the gate opens. And then again, when we close the gate, it's enough to just push the latch into the lock, and it locks automatically. Next, we could think about, now that the basic structure of this gate is in place, meaning we have the side support posts, the gate frame, hinges and lock installed. How do we want to cover these gaps in the gate? So should we use mesh to cover it? For example, we could cut a piece from this, or should we put some kind of board or panelading? So we would install these at certain intervals. So now there would be like countless options depending on your own style and preference. I was thinking maybe I'll use these. Well, these are 10 centimeters wide board, so maybe these on the outside, like cladding at certain intervals. So let's see what a fence like that would look like. A few boards are now painted brown, the same color as the gate, and let's try installing these boards here now with a certain spacing between them, and let's see what the final result looks like. So now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertical boards. This was the gate design we made. There are many ways and styles and structures to use, so there are really many to choose from, but this was indeed a basic gate. There. Nothing left but to wish you happy gate building, whatever the design, shape or color. See ya!